Yeah, okay. I'm just going to ramble about a few Mesoamerican things. Um, the first thing I wanted to talk about was to return, as always, to the subject of communicable diseases, smallpox, diphtheria, cholera, typhus in Native American populations and the devastating impact that they had. One common uh, it's a hard subject to talk about because there's this idea that's you can even sort of see evidence for that Europeans are superior to native people because they're stronger, tougher, um, less susceptible to communicable diseases. This is not really true. The truth of it, though, is that there is a lot more genetic diversity in the old world, and there was a uh, genetic bottleneck when Native American peoples came through the land bridge from the north. So there's many fewer sort of immune groups of human leukocyte antigen profiles. He says reading this, but in and all the diseases also rose in the old world and they sort of built up over time because there were more domesticated animal species there. They're mostly zoonotic diseases that jumped from an animal into a human over long periods of close contact, which you only really have with domesticated species. So in any case, over hundreds of years, the people in Europe who were susceptible to die of cholera and typhus and the plague and so forth, Europe had waves and waves of epidemics, and lots of people died, which obviously put a lot of selection pressure on the population to build and expand this genetic diversity. There was huge child mortality in Europe at the time. So over hundreds of years, everyone who was susceptible to these diseases was dying. In the Americas, that hit them sort of all at once. And there was less. It was like more like a big family. So this is from some research. Uh, about one third of South American Indians have identical or near identical HLA profiles. For Africans, the figure is 1 in 200. So one third of of American Indians, native people, have the same HLA profiles. In Africa, it's one person in 200 has the same profile. So in South America, the minimum probability that a pathogen in one host will next encounter a host with a similar immune spectrum is about a third. In Europe, the chance is less than 2%. So if someone is going to catch a disease, because everyone in the Americas, because they're all immunologically similar, the chances of the next person being susceptible to the same disease is a third, whereas in Europe it's only 1 in 50. So when there is a disease that affects people in the New World that is transmissible, it will transmit really fast, really fast. And that terrifying velocity of transmission is just devastating. So yes, the anything else to say on this subject? No, I think that's just about covers that. What else did I want to talk